Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop, the undisputed voice of the club, the two-time Grammy Award winner. Let me make this official for you. Fat Man Scoop, Quirk McClan, Internets. It's time to go with my dude, Premium Pete. Let's get focused. Let's go. Internets. Let's turn up. One time. Premium Pete.
Come on, everybody get set. Let's go. It's the next episode. It's the Premium Pete Show. News, interviews, all of the info. Listen up. It's the Premium Pete Show. If you want the scoop in the low, down low, listen to the show, cause Milk said so. Fuck what you heard, better act like you know. It's the Premium Pete Show.
Internets, welcome back to another episode of Premium Pete Show. Sitting down with a very good fella, okay? We can say a lot of things about this dude, okay? But one thing we're going to say is stand-up dude, okay? A loyal dude, and somebody that I believe has made a pact to be a man of his word. You know what I mean? Would you say all those things are true?
Absolutely.
I mean,
100% facts.
Is there a couple other things you could add to that?
Nah, everything you said was on point. Facts.
Somebody that has been a smooth operator for a long time, the one and only Pistol Pete, Terror Squad, Pistol Pete in the building.
Killer rats.
Yo, KAR.
KAR all day.
Yo, right off the bat, for people listening who may not know you, those who know you, I want them to learn a little bit more about you. People who don't know you, I want them to know about you. Terror Squad, for people listening, man, like, what is, like, you have, over years of me watching you, like, I've just recently gone to know you, like, where we know each other. But over the years of watching you, like, the loyalty to TS, like, not just meaning Fat Joe, just meaning, like, of repping it, like it's not like something, like, this is something you live and breathe. It's not something that, like, what for people listening who may not know, like, what is TS to you, like, you know?
TS is my family, man. It's just like, you know how you go home to your brothers and your sisters at home and your moms and all that? TS is that's how we a family. We all just a bunch of brothers that loyal to each other, and we just, some of us know each other for 10 years. Some of us know each other for like 25 years, 30 years. So, and we always maintain the loyalty, you know, amongst each other, like, you know, in every way that we can.
Yeah.
And I'm just like that, man. I'm a loyal person. I'm loyal to you, and I didn't have to meet you and know you for 10 years.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're a great person and you deserve loyalty, if you never had a friend that you could actually count on and that is a loyal person, then you got one now.
Sure.
That's just
now. Where do you think that came from? You were born in Puerto Rico, right?
I was born in Puerto Rico.
You came over to where?
I came to the United States, to New York, to the Bronx.
Okay, BX.
To BX.
Stand up.
Yeah, BX.
When? How old were you?
I was 4 years old.
4 years old. Okay.
4 years old. Young kid.
So you don't remember Puerto Rico?
Like, no, I don't really know Puerto Rico like that. I've been to Puerto Rico a few times with Joe to do shows and stuff like that. But as far as, like, I got family there, but I never lived there as far as, like, stay there long. Just visiting.
Now, the Bronx, right? You think about, like,
BX.
Yeah. Like, growing up, like, you grew up with just your mom, right?
My mom's.
Not dad?
My dad was around, but he wasn't around not too often. He'll come. He was not around for a long time. He was on the run from Puerto Rico for a long time. He was, like, you know, fugitive and all kind of shit. So he wasn't. He was
involved in a couple.
He
things.
was involved in a bunch of shit. So he wasn't around all the time. But when he was around. He was just there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like an active father either. You know what I'm saying? Like one that'll take you to a soccer game and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I never been taken to a soccer game or to a, you know, basketball game or anything like that. You know, my father was just there.
You know, I talk about this a lot with different, you know, people I sit down with, but, you know, and you're a very honest dude. You know, wear your heart on your sleeve. That's how I see it. You know, did that really bother you a lot? Like, you know what I mean? Did that, like, you know, having pops not having a relationship like that when you growing up?
I'm gonna tell you something. My father's just saying he was there. He was just there. He was a good guy though. Like, meaning he never put his hands on me. He never mistreated me. Shit like that. He wasn't just there. Like the way I'm there for my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to soccer games for my son. I go to my daughter's in ballet dancing. I go there. You know, I sit there, you know, amongst all the ladies and sit there and watch my daughter. You know, I do things that my dad never done.
Sure.
But my father wasn't a bad guy. You know, I don't know if you know, his upbringing, you know, he ain't had too much to learn from. I don't know what the circumstances as far as that, but I would have loved for him to be a little bit more involved.
Sure.
Yes, I would have loved, because I probably would have turned out a little bit better.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the first time you ever got in trouble, like when you were young, growing up in the Bronx? Like, did you feel like you were trouble?
Wow, you talking about, I was in Sparfit. I don't know if you know about Sparfit.
Yeah, of course I know Sparfit.
Okay, well, shit, you talking about that? You want to go that fucking far?
So how tough was Sparfit? First of all,
Sparfit was tough.
Your journey is crazy because even Rikers.
Yeah.
Like, I remember your name was being like, they used to call you like the king of Rikers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember how much you ran Rikers. I used to hear stories about you all the time. But Sparfit is like the junior version of it, you know? It's like juvie, you know what I mean?
Yes. I've been in Sparfit, Pius 12 now, security detention. I've been in Gosha. I've been in a lot of juvenile detentions.
Did you ever, at that age, did you ever know why you were like wilding out like that or getting in trouble? Did you ever like...
You know what?
Yeah.
I was just out of control. I can't even explain it, to be honest with you. I was just one of those guys that was just into shit. You know, I was like 11 years old. Let's just say 11 years old, selling cocaine, night rider cocaine for my friend's, one of my friend's mother in the hood and shit like that. So, you know, running away from juvenile detention because I didn't show up at my mom's or I didn't come to my house, because that was one of the main reasons I went to Sparfit. I used to run away from my mom. I used to run away from the house. My mom sent me to the store and I come back a month later.
Is there a reason?
No, I don't even know. I just go ahead on and just get up with my friends and we'll rob that guy in the corner over there. We'll go to 3rd Avenue. Man, you know, shit that I look at now, like, for instance, Easter. One of my best friends, Easter, you know, the stores are closed for Easter.
Oh, you mean the holiday?
The holiday,
okay,
yeah.
I thought you meant your man's
No,
name
for
was
Easter, yeah, holiday. So, you know, and we, you know, he's like, yo, I got a couple of dollars from my mom's. I want to go to the movies, but it's not enough. She gave me money for some shoes. You know, I don't know what you remember, the BKs.
Yeah.
Guys come out the trains.
British Nice?
Yeah, we got the 3rd Avenue. Stores are closed. Sure enough, some guy come out the subway, the train station right there on 3rd Avenue. Oh, shit, BKs. Those shit are like, they good for you. We pound them out, take the BKs from him. Shit like that. Go back to the hood, go to movies.
Now, did you ever go, when you were young, did you ever go away? Like, meaning like, I don't mean jail. Meaning like, did you ever like go on vacation? Like, do you remember your first like vacation out of the Bronx? When's the first time you ever left the Bronx? Like, meaning like to go
up to Elmira.
That's
my first time.
Correction facility.
My first time I went to fucking out of the Bronx to Elmira, shit like that. You know.
So you did like a total of, you know, looking back, you did a total of like
17 years.
So, all at once, or you did like?
I'm in the middle of the fucking like I'm on a D block, you know, wing D, and I'm in there with beef from everybody's like, I'm like, okay, but that's what usually the police do, you know what I'm saying? In the state, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't really like you, they like do certain shit, you know, to create issues and make the issue bigger.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And the police didn't really like me. You know what I'm saying? I used to fight the police, be disrespectful to the police. So when it came down for me to get locked up, I was in the box. I had everybody was around me, they all from Brooklyn, and they all was talking mad shit. Nigga, what's up? You already know. You talking that shit, you cut my man, you did that. Tomorrow we going to the yard. So the yard's like it's as big as this room here.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I didn't have no razor. I just got caught from cutting somebody. I'm in there like, police just fucked me up the day before because when they was chasing me down in the yard, I was running all over the fucking place and I had a razor and there was nowhere to put it. I put the shit in my mouth. I was cool with that. They opened my mouth. They searched me. They did all that. They couldn't find it. Then I thought that they wasn't watching and I kind of like tried to like went to go spit it out. And they seen that the guy in the tower was like, he has it in his mouth. And they grabbed me through my mouth. They was like, all right. And they escort me to the showers. And I'm in the shower. And they're like, spit it out, fucker. And they're like screaming at me. And they smacked the shit out of me so fucking hard. And that first time in my life I thought about swallowing the fucking razor. I was like, damn, I should swallow this shit. I was like, well, they really fucked me up. And I was really considering this shit. Like, I was like, and the motherfucker smacked me so hard. I was like, oh shit, you can have this bitch. And they bust my whole shit up.
Yeah.
I got shit hanging and shit. They bust my whole shit. The razor got stuck in my shit. He smacked me and cut my whole insides. And I spit the razor out. They fucked me up, whatever, and I went to the box. So, went to the box for nothing. So when I'm in the box now, I'm around all these guys. I'm like, there's only one Spanish guy across from me. And he's the only one telling me, yo, tú tienes be feo, tú tienes be feo. I'm like, yeah, I got beef with all these niggas. He's like, okay, I got you, bro. Just wait till later on. I'm going to send you a line. I was like, all right, Papi, thank you, bro. You know, he waited till the lights went off at midnight. He sent me a line. It was a razor.
How did you send like on a sheet, you know? Like send it on a sheet?
No, he sent it to me on a hardcover book.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's a hardcover.
and throw the book.
And throw the book. Yeah, you get the skinny hardcover book, and then you take the sheets. Obviously, you take the little sheet, the white sheets, and you rip them all nice and thin.
Yeah.
And then you tie it up, and it'll go. It's skinny enough to go under the door.
Yes.
So he threw it under the door, and it went straight to my cell. Boom. And I was like, cool. He said, "Hala," meaning pull. And I pulled, and he sent me the razor.
Yeah. And so what was it, like a big razor, a small razor?
It was that's my son and that's my brother.
Okay,
Dice.
nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
It was a regular razor.
Okay.
Regular razor. And I came and I was like, oh shit, like what could I do now? Like what other choices what could I do now? Like I have the razor. Now my next move was, how could I get this shit out to the yard? So because they pass the machine on you and everything, they go hard and they pat. You know, you've been there.
Sure.
So they pat you and they feel your dick and all that.
Yeah.
They feel your ass and all
one
that.
time they confused me. One time they said separate your dick from your balls, and I was like, I don't know why. I just had like a dumb moment. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you? I don't even know what you like. I didn't know what the fuck he meant.
You was like,
he's
what
like,
the
yo,
fuck?
separate your fucking dick, and I had to, grab this shit.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nah, shit's crazy. Spread your ass cheeks and shit like that. You
Yeah.
gotta show the motherfuckers
Cough.
your asshole.
Yeah.
Shit crazy. But what I did, I was like, well, I ain't got no. I peaked. I already know what it. I've been in the box. I've been in. It's not like I'm a new jack. So I'm like, I got this. So I came and I put the razor on I put the shit on my dick. You know, I came and I took the skin on my dick and I put the razor over my dick, nice and gentle, boom. You know, even though I had a little tissue, but it still kind of bothered, so I still put it over my dick, and I was like, cool. And it was like moments before, like he's like the police is like the CO is like on the next door, letting him out first. So I'm like, I ain't have it there like long. I'm like, okay, he's coming now. Okay, now I'm gonna do it. And it was like, oh, cause this shit was kind of, it was uncomfortable. It was bothering me. So I was like, hopefully this motherfucker don't go too hard where he'll pat on my dick too hard.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the shit will
yeah.
cut me and the shit be fucked. So he was like, nah, come on, Pat, turn around. I was handcuffed. We went out to the yard handcuffed, and they talking shit. Motherfuckers out there like 2 or 3 deep. Shut. We out here. Shut. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just trying to just get out there, get them handcuffs out, and let me get my razor so I could get to I do what I gotta do. So that's what happened. I went out there, took the razor out, chased motherfuckers down. Motherfuckers is running. Police coming there. They run down on me. They beat my ass. Put me back in the cell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a fucking movie, man. Like I got beat the fuck up. I used to get beat up all the time by the cops.
Yeah.
Police beat me. Every time the police beat me up, I stay in my bed for like 2 days. Where motherfuckers be screaming at me, yo, Pistola, yo, pistol, you good?
You mean like bruised up? And shit?
Yeah, I be fucking hurt as hell. Motherfuckers used to pound me out.
It's crazy, man. I ain't never heard nobody put a fucking razor in their fucking penis, but that shit is a wow journey of the one and only Pistol Pete, man. When we were talking about 50, you said shit got real, and thank God that shit didn't get anything crazy, but did at any point in time, like, did you run into each other, like, did like Joe run into 50? Or?
You know what? We never really ran into 50. Like, it was like they used to try to, they try to keep us away. Like, even if we have an event or anything going on, they have 50 coming in last or Joe coming in first or this,
Sure.
Where we be out the building, or we can't be inside the building if G-Unit's there, shit like that. It used to be like those kind of moves. Now, when when what's his name? Cause you know I got all for all kind of shit. You know, what's his name that passed away? The manager, Chris Lighten, let him rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, I know Chris Lighten for a long time too, and Steve was my witness. You know, they called me to G Unit. You know, I go up there. They got plats up there. You know, 50 Cent is the man. I mean, right? You know, he was 50 Cent is big. You know, this is G Unit. I'm in G Unit's office, and I got a couple, offers and shit. Like leave it alone. You know, mind your business. I know you got the whole KAR movement going on. We'll work something out for you. I hope y'all get a deal for that. You know, get a deal for this. Just mind your business, Pistol. This is between 50 Cent and Joe. And I was like, I'm sorry. And, Chris Lighten, I don't want to be disrespectful, because I know him and he's dead. But I basically was like, suck my dick. I'm not doing that. I'm loyal to Joe. I don't give a fuck what you offer me and all this and all that. And that's the way it went. And I just turned it down. And Steve was like, that's just the way Pete is. He ain't gonna, and that's just the way it went down.
Yeah.
So, and I finally bumped into Joe when Chris Lighten died, and then Joe had to perform with 50 on the same set. And that's when everything was like, yo, we're going to squash the beef and all this and all that.
How powerful was that?
Okay. It was crazy. It was a little bit funny. Everybody up there not expecting, not knowing what. But the funny shit is that I was having a hard time getting inside. Like the
venue?
Like the security was giving me a hard time. I guess they were scheming like, yo, that's supposed to P. We got to search him a little bit extra.
Yeah.
He's coming through. And I wasn't even deep. I was deep, but they was like on the other side.
Sure.
I was just with me and Raul, one of my TS brothers. And I'm like, but I have that thing on me. Meaning when I say I got that thing on me, I got a knife on me. Just a regular blade. Regular blade is like having a 9 on me. Having a gun, 357. I'm really nice with the knife. You know what I'm saying? I know how, I've been through super gun battles.
You know that guy with the knife, Salt Bay? Did Joe ever bring you to the steak place?
The guy that be cutting the meat and all that?
Yeah.
Nah.
You find out you like nasty with the knife like this.
I'm nice with that, but with the humans, I guess. But in the event of that one, so, he how you call it? So we out there, we out there and shit like that, and they giving me a hard time. Here goes 50 Cent coming through. He's coming through with a whole squad.
Yeah,
he got his whole team with him. Like it's like 20 of the motherfuckers. I'm like, all right, yo. So I told Raul, well, get ready, cause we just never know, And it was all love, man. 50 came, kept it 100%. What's up? You're a legend. What's up, Pistol? All love. I was like, yo, I was just shocked, really. I'm like, all right, all love. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, these niggas giving me a hard time and getting in. He was like, man, we not going in until he goes in. We all going in together. If not, we not going in, and that's it. And he was like, he told the motherfuckers, and he was like, all right, cool, all right, 50, yo. And they was like, nah, 50 was like, come on, let's go. And I was like, oh, and then we all went in. And it was all love. And ever since, 50 has dealt with my whole team. Rich Player, Joe, and I still haven't talked to 50. We still never vibed, never talked to him, never sat down and talked about anything, But like I said, it was all love, you know what I mean? So I don't, he's good.
Yo, what about Cuban Link grew up in your neighborhood or Joe's neighborhood?
Nah, he's not from my neighborhood. Hell, fuck no.
But at one point in time,
Cuban Link was my little man when he was around and all that. Like Cuban Link tried to pick on Steve LaBelle. I don't know if Steve LaBelle ever told you that story. I don't know if he's gonna be quite happy with me telling you this one. But Steve LaBelle, we was at the tunnel, the shit on the West Side Highway. And we was all out there, and I pulled up, and they're like, yo, Pistol, no, I'm sorry. All the security's out there like, Pistol, I'm sorry. We can't let you in. Cuban Link is inside. We don't want no problems. I know what you about. Blasey blah, wait till we leave. Or let us get rid of him. Let us kick him out and all this kind of shit. And we out there, and we out there just in front of, in the club, in the back of the club, just talking shit. Yo, what's up? You know, girls pulling up, you know, whips and all that. I'm talking, so I'm down there talking to some girls. They pulled up. Yo, what's up? What's going on? You know, you good? What's up? We vibing and all that. Next thing you know, Steve LaBelle is running to me. I'm like, what the fuck? This motherfucker running. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? The marathon out this bitch. I'm like, Steve was like, oh, Pete, they try to front on me. Cuba licking them. It's a whole bunch of them. And this time I was like, fuck them niggas. Them niggas all suck my dick. Where they at? He was like, this nigga nuts. I was like, come here, nigga, we ain't, you staying right here. And Cuban and all them came and shit. And the biggest guy they had when it was like, oh shit, yo, Pistol, man, you was up north for me, man. Yo, we was in Kasaki together. Yo, remember me, man? I was at my man, I'm not trying to talk to you, bro. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Like, what's up? What y'all niggas want to do? And Cuban was like, damn, Pete, man, I thought I was your little man, and this, that. And Joe, you know, I was like, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even trying to hear you, bro. And you're not doing nothing to Steve, and you're not doing a motherfucking thing, and what y'all want to do. Like, I don't want to talk. What's up? And they was like, no, it's not like that. Pete, you know, you're OG. We don't want, you know. And Cuban was like stuck. He was like, damn, but I was looked up to you. And I was like, my man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. You don't got to look up to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to hear that shit, bro. And that's how we kept it. We kept that shit cute. You know what I'm saying? And I had 100 guys with me, so it was dangerous. So and everybody was like, you know, like my guys be looking for wreck. Please, 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 please go.
You ever see him again?
You know what? I probably did see him sometime. I don't know, some other like distance, like, you know, from far away distance shit. He don't come around or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't bother. I'm not out looking for him or not like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, for sure.
He's over.
Who would you say, like, to this day, meaning after all this time, is in TS? What happened? The phone?
On the Instagram.
Oh, I got the video. I got the video. Who would you say today, as of, you know, is like forever TS? Like, is it you know, like?
What do you mean?
Like, meaning like Cuban Link at one point was TS. I don't know, he's not repping that no more. Meaning like, who is still TS? Like, meaning who is TS? Like, for people who don't know, how many people in TS?
Well, you got shit. It's a whole bunch of us, man. You know, we can't really. I mean, I don't want to mention a whole bunch of them, and then I miss one, and then you didn't mention me.
Yeah.
But it's a whole bunch of us. You know, Rich
That's a
Player.
good thought for you to think of that.
You know, Rich Player. Raul is
What about Macho?
TSOG. Macho's not in existence no more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. But you know, you have a lot of
Khaled.
TS, original TS member.
Yeah.
You know, let me see. But Raul is mainly like one of the old TS guys that go way back with Joe.
Yeah.
You know, with Flex and all that. Let him rest in peace, Flex.
Yeah.
That was the manager and stuff like that. But it's a whole bunch. There's a lot of new TS guys too.
Yeah.
You know, one time Joe used to be real strict about who could wear the TS and who could be a part of TS. Throughout the years, he got real nice. He got real cool with people. He's like, all right, now I see guys that I don't really know. I'd be like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, what the fuck is he wearing that TS chain? Like, let me get that shit.
Before we went on air, we were talking with Steve LaBelle and Scott Storch on FaceTime. When was the first time you met Scott Storch? Was that in Miami?
Let me see. I don't know where the fuck I met Scott. Yeah, probably Miami. Yeah, Scott Storch, I met him in Miami.
The illustrious crib?
Not in his house. I met him like, you know, out public, you know, like in the club. Yo, Pistol Pete, Scott Storch, this, that. And shit like that. In a few occasions, we bumped heads and we hung out, and you know, Scott's family.
Yeah.
So we been in the studio shit together and all that. And them, his house was dope as hell.
Yeah.
You know, the house he had in Florida, I told you.
Yeah.
He had one of the dopest house. Dope car collection. Scott was that guy. He's still that guy.
Yeah, for sure. He's
can't
a
take
comeback
nothing away
kid.
from him. Yeah, he's good. He's
super
focused,
talented,
which we love that. He's focused.
Yeah. What about Joe? Give him a TS chain.
I think he has a TS chain. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who made the TS chain? What jeweler made the TS chain?
I think it was a lot of quite different ones. Aviani's did a TS chain. Gabe. I don't know if you know Gabe.
Yeah.
That he's Raphael and Colt.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe. Shit like that. Gabe. Gabe is my man, man. You know Gabe?
Yeah, I don't know him
Oh, you
personally,
know him?
but I
Yeah,
know
Gabe.
of him.
Gabe
yeah.
is he's an asshole, but he's all right.
Now, you got too many fucking.
Hey, you heard the story with...
What about
with,
the jewel? Steve said you
No, Bob-
fucking choking a jewel. What the fuck? What do you mean it was? What do you?
Oh, no, one time, you know what's crazy? That was another occasion, but Steve was there for another time that Jilla wasn't minding his business. I'm talking business. You know, we talking money, 40,
Yeah.
50,000, you know, this, that, we arguing and shit, and you know, you have the fucking young guy over there minding his fucking, but yo, what the, oh, fuck that shit, you can't do that. And I'm like, yo, mind your fucking business, bro. Like, what you all over here for? Oh, what you mean? I'm part of this. And I'm like, my man, mind your business. I'm not telling you no more. Then I went up to the owner. I said, if he don't, that's your nephew. If he don't mind his business, I'm going to smack the shit out of him. And he said something again. And I smacked, and they had police there, security, police, undercover. I smacked flames out. I smacked him so hard, his glasses flew over there. And that was Gabriel. The same guy that we talking about.
Really?
Gabriel. That's the one. That's Jay-Z, Beyonce, everybody's Jilla. So
are you cool with him?
we cool.
Okay.
We okay. His cousin that died, they killed, was my guy at that Jilla, at that spot. Now I fuck with Izzy. Aviani's,
Okay.
I fuck with Izzy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know these kids since they was like 20, 19 years old.
Yeah.
These are all 40-year-old guys now.
Yeah.
You know, married kids, all type of shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how long you home now?
I've been home like 15 years.
Okay.
15 years.
Would you
Not to cut you, but
don't cut me.
you know Alan Grumblatt? You know Alan?
Who?
Alan. E1.
E1.
Alan Grumblatt. He's a good friend of me and Steve.
No, I don't think I know.
I helped him out before too. Shook Knight went up there and took all the tables
Yo, didn't
all
you play?
down.
What's Steve talking about? You play?
He's the president of E1.
Oh, E1, the music.
Alan
label.
Grumblatt, man.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Alan
about.
Grumblatt.
Yeah.
He's the
What
president.
happened with him?
Man, he called me one day, yo, please come down here, P, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong? He said, Shook is going up here nuts. Shook went up there and he flipped all the tables. Oh, God, he went crazy up there. I went up there, I was like, Shook, what the fuck are you doing, bro? He was like, man, these motherfuckers. I said, Shook, let's go. And then that was another time. Steve
Did you
called
play
me,
basketball with him?
with Shook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with, Death Row. How you
Okay.
know about that?
Steve told me.
Oh, yeah. I played basketball
Where?
at Death Row.
Okay.
When Death Row was open and all that, we used to play basketball. I was in Death Row for like a week, you know, just hanging out and all that shit. I got some old footage of me and Shug bugging and him having strippers come to the studio and dancing and all wilding and having fun in the studio and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, we spoke about it off air, but talk about Joe and rekindling with 50 and putting that shit to bed, and then you also think about Jay, and how that recently over the past 2 years?
Yeah, 2
It's
years.
gotta be when
Yeah, it's been like 2 years
Okay.
and a half.
How did that shit happen?
You know what? I don't know the ends of it, to be honest with you, how it all, played out. But I know we have a good friend of ours, Pekka.
Oh, Sean Peckas, yeah.
Right, so Sean Pekka has a lot to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So, he's a good friend of Joe, brothers, shit like that. And he's obviously worked with Hov,
Jay-Z, yeah.
with Jay-Z, do a lot of shit with him. So he kind of like put the plug in together and got to that. And
How real was that back in the day, though? Was it something that, because, keep in mind, a lot of us are just music fans. So it's like, you fucking with Fat Joe, you fucking with 50.
it was kind of dangerous.
And then think
because you
about
had
Hov.
guys that didn't really give a fuck about. Like, I wasn't there for the entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was there genuinely just being loyal to my brother. And it's like, I don't care who this rapper is. I didn't give two fucks who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? He sucked my dick. What's up, pussy? And diss him and whatever. Do anything I can.
And I'm sure he had people on his side that were,
Yeah, everybody was quiet. I know a lot of guys that like they good guys that they down with a lot of guys, Bonds that's down with,
Yeah.
that's down with Puff and shit like that, Ciroc. I know a lot of good guys, jail guys, D-Rock. A lot of
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
I know. I mean, but at that point, it could have got real ugly. Because a lot of guys don't really think, like, it's just, like, for instance, I'm Pistol Pete. Now I have to control the guys that go out with me. Because I have a whole bunch of guys that they all a bunch of street guys and they don't give a fuck about any other rapper or
Sure.
what's popping or anything like that. All they see, like I said before, they like the horse in Central Park. All they see is Pistol Pete. they don't see you. They don't see nobody else. So if you violate me, then you in trouble. That's it. And they don't know no better. They come, they come from Vietnam projects in the Bronx, from Cyprus. They come from these areas, and they don't give two fucks about what's popping or what's the rapper. Yo, I'm going out today. You come on, let's go.
Man, you got too many stories. They did documentaries that you did. Right, Dog in the Yard.
Dog in the Yard.
Tales from the Pen.
Tales from the Pen.
There's a lot coming from you. But you're home consecutively 15 years, or you went back a couple years?
No,
ago?
I went to jail. In between, I got myself in trouble in Jersey. My son name is Jersey. Okay. Shout out to Little Jersey.
Shouts to Little Jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Little Jersey in the building, Dice in the building. But I hate the fucking law. I hate Jersey in a lot of ways. And Jersey and the police in Jersey and all that. Oh, they I have bad experience every time they stop me. To this day, they had me on the highway for like 3 hours the other day. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck did I do?
Are you just checking your record and shit?
Yeah, but holy shit, like what the fuck? I don't got shit in this fucking car, bro. Like you gotta be kidding me. And they just come, you Pistol Pete, this, that, and that. Oh, let me search that. Oh, what's a little smell. Just a bunch of thousand excuses. I'm like, my man, please, bro. Just hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's the only, but, as far as, Jersey, I named Jersey. I also love Jersey. It's a love and hate thing.
You mentioned something one time that really stuck with me. You were like, that a lot of loyal dudes, don't always get like repaid back or get, become big as far as money wise. Like
all the real people just don't. You don't see is all you see out there is a whole bunch of make believe.
Yeah.
No, I'm just being honest. A lot of these rappers, there's all a bunch of make believes. It's all the front, a lot of gangster shit. A lot of everything is all the. To me, it's not real. I'm just being honest. Like I don't look at these guys as I don't even know half of these rappers.
Yeah.
And half of these rappers, they come to my party. I throw a party every year. Me and Joe, we do it big wherever. Live. Club 11. We do it at wherever it's popping. That is it. That's why I'm doing my birthday party. I celebrate my party. I celebrate life. I spend a lot of years, a lot of time away. And every moment that I can celebrate life and have a great time, I'm going to.
I mean, that's what I meant.
So I do that.
Yeah, especially after you've been away for so long.
I do that. My birthdays, I do it.
Yeah.
I'll be 50 this year.
50?
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
50 years old.
Yeah, how many kids you got?
7 kids.
7. Fuck.
7 kids,
God
1
bless,
daughter,
man.
1 princess.
6 boys.
And 6
Man,
boys.
You got a starting 5 and a 6-man award, man.
Yeah, I got a whole team, man. I got a team. I'm blessed. They're great kids. None of them been in trouble. I encourage them to do whatever they want, whatever they want to be a CEO tomorrow, and do whatever. That's on him. I do what you have to do.
Sure.
I encourage all that. I don't block blessings. You do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? I wish my dad would have did that with me.
Yeah. Even all the other Pistol Pete's, you mentioned this before, like, isn't there one of the Pistol Pete's is younger than you, like,
Yeah, he's way younger than me. He was with me in jail, too.
Yeah.
He was at MCC. No, I'm sorry. He was at MDC with me.
Okay, yeah.
He was
Feds.
In the Feds. He was in Brooklyn with me, and I was in there with a bunch of his co-defendants and stuff like that, and he came, and he was like, yo, P, I was down to meet you, yo, fan. It was all love. He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Can't say nothing bad about the guy.
Yeah.
And
you've been able, crazy thing is you've been able to, your journey is fucking crazy, but you've been able to stay home, change your life around. But there's a lot of things too. Like one of the funny shit you told me is that, I don't know if you ever spoke about this, but the porn shit. Yeah, you ever
they offered me $300,000 to do porn.
But why did I would have jumped in there.
You run around with Steve LaBelle, man. Steve LaBelle go get that check for you.
No, I know, but why didn't you, you didn't want to take it?
You know what? I wanted to, but in them it was like, who really stopped me from doing that really changed my mind? Alan Grumblatt, the president of E1.
E1. This guy again.
Yes, Alan told me, Pete, do not do it. You have an album coming out. You have to keep yourself young.
Sure.
All the young youth loves you. They all, they all look up to you. We don't want you to do that yet. Please, you have an album coming out. You know, I had an album, Joe Crack,
Sure,
Pistol Pete
sure,
presents
yeah.
KAR. You know, I signed local artists from the street. I could have did the same thing Khaled did.
Yeah.
You know, I could have cheat and got, you know, all the guys, all the known rappers and put them on one song and come out with an album. But I decided to pick up 4 local regular artists from Brooklyn, from all type, you know, from the Bronx that was on the come up and all that, and put them all together and made Kilo Raz.
But when you were doing that KR, they said, and I mean, you say if it's true or not, but did 50 offer you a record deal?
Well, 50 himself, he didn't. I didn't get to speak to.
Okay.
But Chris Lighting told me,
copy.
you know, things will go away. You know, I mean, we could, if things go away and your end and you stop dissing 50 and you know, mind your business. Point blank. He told me, Pete, can you mind your business? And I said, I'm not gonna mind my business, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, bro. You know, like we all in this shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, damn, you know, we could have got you this. I want to do this for you. And I was like, that's all good, but I can't just buy me like that.
Well, I mean, look, there's a lot of things going. Is it possible? I mean, a book's got to be coming. You know,
1,000,000%. The name of the book is A Dog in the Yard.
Yeah, and that's gonna be look out for
That's
a
the guy.
podcast.
That's the guy right there. That's my big brother, Dice, and I'm only mentioning because he the one that gave me the name.
Or the Dog in the Yard.
The Dog in the Yard.
Yeah. Shouts to Dice.
Shout out to Dice. Did 26 years stand up guy. Might be the richest guy we might all
Pretty
know.
soon. We'll be going out to fucking Mr. Chow's with Dice.
Absolutely.
Dice, stop fucking around, man.
For real.
All right. But yeah, man. Listen, there's a lot of things coming. Social media. You like social media?
Yeah, I love social media.
What are you on there?
Pistol Pete, KAR, TS.
Yeah. And you like it? You fuck?
Yeah, I fuck with it. I kind of got in trouble the other a couple months ago. I got in trouble, you know, because I kind of went crazy on French Montana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I went crazy on French Montana, so Joe didn't like it. You know, because in all fairness, Joe was like, "Please, Pete, you know that shit. You know, it's not the right thing to do." Which we just actually finally talked about it after like months. I finally talked to Joe about it, and French Montana interviewed me before.
Yeah.
I used to be on a cocaine, whatever.
The cocaine
DVDs, all them DVDs and all. I used to be in all that shit. So he's my little man from down the block. I live on Cypress. He lives down the block. In Memphis, he lives down the block. He's my little man. He interviewed me for that shit. I took him out the block, showed him, you know, this is the where people try to kill me or that. You know, people jumped out with masters at. You know, people try to kill me for. I mean, I'm just not Pistol Pete and bust my gun everywhere I go.
Sure.
I mean, I get tried on too.
Yeah.
So, you know, and went through the whole interview and all that. You know, but besides that, he's my little man. You know, he used to be scared for years, running around, scared, Macho Joe gonna smack me, you know, because I kind of fuck with 50 and all this. He's a paranoid, scared guy for years. So, and I was always his friend. You know, he's my little man. You know, Florida, he's calling me. He got all this fucking tons of fucking fake jewelry and all that. Yo, P, I'm away drunk. Could you please take me to the hotel? Yo, let's go get this fucking guy. Go pick him up, bring him to the hotel, make sure tuck him in. You good? Okay, have a great night, buddy.
He said tuck him in.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying for real. And
No,
then,
I know.
And then, now I can't get a hold of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can't speak to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know there's a lot of politics, you know, and I know a lot of people, you know, and we're going to probably save it so when it gets better, you know, for the Dog in the Yard, for anything else but, you know, the truth is, you know, a lot of people in that camp don't really like me.
Yeah.
So you know how that goes. It comes with the change. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the change. You know, so I got a little bit, I guess. It's just
Did y'all?
I don't know. That was just like on Instagram, like, you know, they go suck my dick, you know, and French Montana's a fucking punk, and the whole Bad Boys are gay, and I went nuts. You know what I'm saying? So
things slowed down now.
I probably should have never, you know, went out like that. I should have just kept it at French rather than, you know.
Sure.
When you say, you know, everybody else, the whole back, you know, we talking about people that might be cool with me, D-Rock. You know, it was something. It was just. I'm just disappointed at somebody that used to scream at me for help all the time. You know what I'm saying? And now I can't. He did a song and a video with me for one of my artists a few years back when he popped off, and he's been gone since. So I'm just trying to reach out to him. That's all. I mean, we was able to talk to each other before. I don't see why we can't talk no more.
Sure.
So that was just it. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't appreciate that shit because I like to get a hold of motherfuckers. If I call you, trust me, it's about something. If I, you know, it's not It's not just to say, hey, how are you? Where you at? Where you at? Performing and where? Oh shit, I'm gonna be there right in the front waiting for you. Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a genuine person. I'm a real true motherfucking friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when a motherfucker do some fake shit and I don't appreciate it, it's like, okay, now I see where we at with it. But it's left alone. Listen, Joe loves French. I have love for French. I know French for a long time, since he was a young kid. I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? No bad blood. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. It is what it is.
Now, as we wind this episode down, you spoke about
Dog in the Yard.
Trying, of course, it's coming soon.
Coming real soon. Dog in the Yard. Tales from the pen.
You spoke about people try to try you too. You ever have a moment where you like feared for your life? Not meaning where you always scared,
I got stabbed
but
before. I got stabbed. I got shot. I mean, nobody ever asked me that. But I got stabbed before. I got shot before. I mean, people tried me on Rikers Island. I mean, I got stabbed in my head. You see it?
Yeah.
You know, I got guys stabbed me and shit. Find out that who find out later. Oh shit, you stabbed Pete. He was like, oh shit. Whatever the case, he was like, oh fuck, you know.
Yeah, at one point in time, they used to call you. I remember they used to call you the King of Rikers, man. And for people listening who may not even know what the fuck that means, what the fuck does that mean for people listening?
I mean, I was one of the first predicates on Rikers Island. I kind of like, shackled up, handcuffed and shit like that, special little visits and shit like that from cutting people and stuff like that, from running around crazy, taking people's shit. I had a system in there, it's just like anything else. You adjust.
Sure.
So I was one of those guys that, I adjust, and I was like a kingpin in there. And I said I had 100,000 guys. I done showed a bunch of local gangsters and people that did a lot of time. I showed a lot of these guys how to put razors in their ass, how to put razors in their mouth, how to spit razors in their hands and they spit them out their mouth. Dice is one of those guys that did 26 years, and I showed him how to spit the knife, the razors, and all that shit. I was just one of those guys that.
It was a workshop for the day.
Exactly. I was just in there just wilding.
Yo, listen, just a real, first of all, love and blessings, straight up, just a real stand-up dude. A lot of your journey is crazy. But you're really a good dude, like, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
It's like there's not a lot of dudes that have longevity that long. Yeah. That kept it real. So it's either, if you're going after somebody, it's for a reason or it's for your loyalty.
That's it.
And it's still good to see, obviously you and Joe and the whole TS.
Beautiful, the TS still
it's a family,
here.
It's a brotherhood.
We still here. We still standing strong.
You got, like I said, possibly a book, possibly I think some
we got
shows,
possible
some
a bunch of shit. We definitely getting the show. Tales from the Pen is definitely happening. Dog in the Yard's happening. We want to show the youth, that jail is not what it is. I know that we talking about it and it sounds like all good and exciting and all that, but at the end of the day, that's not what we want for the youth.
Well, look, I have had my time where I was away, and we spoke about this off air and even on air. So it's like, look, there's
Double P.
There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of stories that are being told, but look, if you don't got to learn this way, you don't have to go away. You don't have to do 17 years. You don't have to do, so that's another thing too. Like being able to like show someone like, oh, don't make the same mistakes I made.
I'm getting people I'm gonna, and in the Dog in the Yard, we're gonna get, if you did 2 days in jail, if you even went through the
Central booking,
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to get you.
Say no more.
Because you have something to say. You have an experience. You have something to share. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what matters. Cause that's what matters for the youth. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to spread the message.
Well, listen, don't go crazy on Instagram. Relax. We got a lot of things popping off.
Absolutely.
The one and only, the legendary Pistol Pete.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the love, man.
My brother.
Double P in the building. You already know.
I want that.
You like that? When we together, we got to say Double P, man. Not for Pistol P.
Double P. The only dude I know that put a razor in his fucking penis. Ayo.
KAR.
Peace out.
Peace.
Cheer. Internets, if you enjoyed that episode, then hit me up. That's right. Email me at thepremiumpeteshow@gmail.com. Again, that's thepremiumpeteshow@gmail.com. If you're an advertiser, any big company, small company, startup, whatever it is, you want to advertise on the Premium Peep Show, hit me up. email thepremiumpeatshow@gmail.com, and we'll get to working, okay? And if you have a suggestion or you want to hear a certain guest on the show, whatever it is, okay? You know, you could at Premium Pete Show on Twitter or Instagram, or for the last time I'll tell you, well, I'm not gonna, it's not the last time. Email me, thepremiumpeatshow@gmail.com, and let's get to working. Cheer.